What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Beyond the Scare. Thank you for tuning in and joining us. I'm one of your hosts, Danny Royce. I'm joined by my brother. What's good, Pauly?
What's up, everybody? Welcome back.
Welcome back. We are here. Thank you for joining your favorite scare experts as we dive into all things horror. I'm excited about this episode because I know there's going to be a lot of laughs. I can't wait to laugh with you, Pauly. But before we dive into this episode, this scare episode in specific, I want to make sure that I tell y'all all to make sure you hit that thumbs up. All right, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, on YouTube, Beyond the Scare podcast. Tell us what you think about the podcast, and talk to us. You know, we like to see what you think. And so after the last scare, we talked about a great release. And then this scare, we're going to talk about another release that's kind of similar in the same vein. Wouldn't you agree, Pauly?
A lot of similarities.
A lot of similarities. So let's dig into it. Our new release we're discussing today is They Will Kill You. Let's dig into it.
Yes, They Will Kill You was released last Friday, actually. It is an action comedy horror film directed by Kirill Sokolov and based on a script that was co-written with Alex Litvak. So the film stars Zazie Beetz, Mahalia Patterson-Joseph, Tom Felton, Heather Graham, and Patricia Arquette. And it's we played the trailer last Scaresode, and we kind of knew what to expect, right, Danny? So we went in kind of like, all right, this is going to be a fun film, a lot of laughs, a lot of ridiculousness. So, but to kind of give everyone a brief synopsis here, so Zazie Beetz, who is the main protagonist in the film, Asia Reeves. The film opens with her and her sister, right? Her sister was named Maria. Basically looks like they were in some type of trouble. We find out that they're kind of running from their dad, and they go into the store. The dad finds them. She ends up shooting the dad, and then in like a moment of panic, she leaves, right? So she leaves her sister Maria behind, right?
Mm-hmm.
We find out that she ends up getting caught. She spends 10 years in jail or in prison. And then basically she gets out, and that's when basically everything starts to happen, right?
Right.
So, she finds herself going to the hotel, which is called
The Verge.
Yes, La Verge. There you go.
The Virgil, yeah.
Virgil, yeah. Which is like this like elite like hotel, has a lot of workers, as you see, has a lot of like elite rich people into
smack dab in the middle of New York City, like it's just random.
Right, exactly. And basically Asia gets this job as a housekeeper, or quote on air quotes housekeeper, right? Basically from there the fun starts. So yeah, let's dive into this. So
let's go.
As we learn, I mean, the movie takes off pretty quickly, right? I mean, it's in my opinion, it's not really a dull moment in the movie, even from the events of the beginning until she ends up at the hotel. Patricia Arquette's character, she opens the door and she's like, "You don't sound like you did on the phone,"
Right.
Out that Asia ends up like taking the place of this other girl, so she could try to find her sister, because she found out that Maria ended up there by this private investigator that she hired.
Yep.
So she enters the place. She seems she can tell things are a little off, right? She sees like everyone's like staring at her. The little kid calls her a pig. You can see her go in there and talk to other maids, and she says the word like offering, and she's just like, what is going on? But nothing like really clicks to her, right? And then she takes her to Asia to her room, and then we see Ray come out, which is I think Patricia's Arquette's character's name, and there was like Lily or something like that.
Lily, yeah.
So her husband come out, Ray, and she's like, their interaction was hilarious because he was just like basically F off, like
right, pretty much.
He's like, I don't like you, and she was like, that's my husband.
It was awkward.
Yeah, it was very awkward. But yeah, anyway, so she goes in the room, and then we see, like, after she showers and stuff, we see that Ray left a message on the mirror, right? Because he obviously thought she would shower, and then so he writes this message, and it says, "They will kill you."
Yeah.
Although, which is
the title card. I thought that was nice.
I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah,
it was the title card, so it was good.
It was very clever, but she didn't see it because it kind of it goes away when she gets out, right? So she sees like the word "they," but she can't make out whatever else it is, condensation. But yeah, then after that she goes to sleep, and then everything starts to happen, right? They try to grab her, they try to attack her, and basically just this whole influx of crazy stuff just starts happening, from like martial arts to like blood spewing out of like heads, like just unrealistic, like crazy stuff.
Craziness.
Yeah,
it's literally a Kill Bill meets John Wick. I was like, what is going on right now?
I mean, Kill Bill to a T, man. It went down to the sword, down to posing. It was crazy. And but yeah, I thought that part was a great introduction into basically what was happening and what she was going through, and what she was going to go through the entire movie. And it happened like so quickly, right? And so it's kind of funny because she takes all of them out, right? And I didn't know, I don't know about you, I didn't know the twist about the about the
immortality.
The reincarnation. I didn't know that. But I can tell you what I did know. Heather Graham, right? She's a huge actress, right?
Right.
And I was like, there's no way they're going to kill her off in the first 20 minutes of the movie. So I was like, something has to happen. Like, either she is like still alive or she's going to come back. I didn't know all of them were going to come back, but I knew Heather Graham was going to die because I was just like, there's no way in my head, right? So then as we find out, they are immortal because they made a pact with Satan, devil, pighead, whatever, that we'll find out. And their names are all on this pig's head. And basically, while their name remains there, they are basically immortal and they cannot die. They are promised all the riches, all the wealth in the world, immortality, beauty, all that stuff that goes with selling your soul to the devil. Right?
That's what they say. I wouldn't know. No, but yeah, I definitely agree. I didn't see the whole reincarnation thing coming, but I was like, ain't no way they're killing. So same way you were thinking about Heather, I was thinking of Tom Felton. I was like, no way they could kill Tom Felton, bring him in this movie, and they kill him off in the first 15 minutes. So yeah, that whole like reincarnation, when they walked into the hallway, that was the funniest thing ever. They came out one by one after Lily, and then just started healing all of their body parts. All of them. That was the funniest thing ever.
Yeah, because Lily was like, what did she say? She's like, they're unusual people with very unusual gifts. And all of a sudden, it like pans to the door, and like they walk out like an army style. But she, Asia, she held her own though. She was getting it.
Oh yeah.
She she did some classic like stills of her and just like in blood with her weapons and stuff. It just it looked really dope.
It was like you were saying, it definitely Kill Bill. It was just like a lot of funny moments. One of the parts that I really laughed at out the gate was, remember Sharon, Heather Graham's character, gave her jacket in the beginning, like her coat. And then in the room, she was like, "Oh my God, my coat!"
Yeah, did you say like there's a stain on it or something like that?
Right, something like crazy, and then like even coming out of the refrigerator, like coming out of the vent, like it was.
It was just. Yeah, I was laughing because they tried to originally come through the door, and then
Yeah.
Asia put the thing.
I was like, oh my god, this is crazy.
Oh, it was too funny. But what did you think of that wire part though? Like,
which one?
So the wire part, like when she because and just weird, she saw that too. She was like, "Yep, I'm gonna go to that lamp and I'm gonna grab that wire.
Right.
I'm gonna put it in my mouth and shock this crap out of her." Like
she had like so many like survival, like it's crazy, right? It was like the kind of like the war veteran we were talking about in the last scare. So, but like she learned it all in prison. I was like, what prison were you in? Like the Guatemalan? Like what prison were you in where you learned all that?
Right. She learned a lot in those 10 years. Like,
okay.
Try to use everything as a weapon. You know what I'm saying? Like every single thing.
Everything, which was very entertaining.
Oh my goodness. That part, probably the the most ridiculous resurrection was Heather Graham's when.
Oh my God, the whole head coming out. No, what got me was that eyeball rolling down.
When it latched onto the wall and like started bouncing back and forth like a ping pong ball.
I said, what is going on right now? Like the thing was, and then by the time it got to where Maria was held at, it was all crusty and they had stuff all over. Linton, oh my God.
But yeah, so so when she is when she's reunited with Maria though, like her sister.
Yes, her sister.
Taking her to Maria, who's a housekeeper now, and they basically have like a heated exchange and stuff like that. And then basically it's just like saying F you to each other and something like that. And then Asia punches Maria.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I lost something. I was like, no, she did just knock that girl out.
Like all the way out. And then like she was like, she's coming with me no matter if she wants to or not. I was like,
that was crazy.
Did you were you like I predicted that part pretty much, like, you know, the whole like Maria, she had to have given something up, right? What I didn't know was the girl that was originally supposed to come, Isabel, whatever, that was supposed to be like her sacrifice that she chose specifically, which was interesting. But yeah, I knew there was something. I'm like, she's been there for too long. Like she had to have given something up or have done something, and it's not so simple for her to just like bounce. You know what I mean? So yeah,
of course. And it's like kind of, I was like, so because you don't really know how much time has passed since she first got there to when Asia shows up. So I'm just like, she said like they need to sacrifice every night. That's what Lily said.
Right.
So I'm just like, maybe there were like an order or something like that. Maybe there were people in line that had to do their sacrifice before it got to Maria or something. But I'm just like, if she's been there for like a hot minute, like 2-3 months, like shouldn't she have already had a sacrifice and stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like what's kind of going through my head and everything. Like, I mean, obviously for the storyline is better for her, you know, her to not have committed yet. But what did you think of the what did you think of the pig head?
Man. So I thought it was gonna be like actually like, because you know the shadow, we see the shadow of what's supposedly Satan and stuff coming in and like possesses the pig, and I'm just like automatically when I see that I think of, you know, obviously Jesus casting the legion into the swine, right? So I was like, oh, okay, I get that, and then it just kind of became Right? We were expecting this. We were suspecting, like, and I mean, don't all the viewers out there. I was expecting this. However, when I was approached with it, it was just like still a little too much. But it got really corny at moments, um, like really corny. But I get what they were doing. Let's put it that way. I get what they were doing. They put it in, and then Lily putting the head on and becoming like the super, super ninja.
Her body was like, I can't, man.
I was thinking of Silent Hill at that point when I saw that.
I was like, is that Pyramid Head? Like, what's going on?
Right. I was like, what is going on? And then, when towards the end, I was like, he set on fire. I was like, oh, it's bacon. I like it's crisp. I was like, that's getting crisping up. That's bacon right there. That's some good eating. So to answer your question, it was all what I thought about it was all over, like the movie itself, all over the place.
Oh my God. I could not stop laughing. I was just like, is this really happening right now? It was too funny. Like, I was rolling. It was very action packed, which I liked. It was really cool. The fight scenes were great. The banquet part, that was like the highlight of
the banquet, because that was like the climax.
The climax. And that was when Lily came in there, and like literally probably was like 20 or 30 of them that attacked her, and all got killed by her.
All of them.
They were just kind of sitting there, coming back to life, and it was like, Lily, we tried our best.
Right. I died on that one. They were all out of breath. Like, we really tried our best. I was like, oh my God.
I cannot take this girl out. Like, I just can't do it.
I was just like, this girl is crazy. And so, but what did you think about, to the end, right? So like her cutting the name off, switching the name to Maria, all that stuff. What did you think about that, and how and do you think they could have went another way with the ending?
Yeah, so that was predictable for me, because when Maria was like, no, forgive me, I'll kill her and all that. And I'm like, that goes against everything she literally just told Asia and what they were trying to do together. So I was like, she's either going to try to kill the pig when she goes up there.
Yeah, I thought so.
And that's why I thought she was going to try to do something like that. Or she's going to kill herself. So I was like, there's one of the two. So obviously we see she does that and puts Asia's name on there. And she ends up switching it and everything like that. I thought it was cool. I just don't get. I mean, I guess okay, because the pig is still living, right? Because you saw it still moving.
Yeah, one little piece of skin is there.
It's still moving, so like that's why she can come back to life, and now I guess she's immortal because she did sacrifice all those lives. So I mean, I guess it was understandable, you know what I mean? At least it wasn't like too far-fetched and like stupid, like, that's dumb, like, you know what I mean? That type of thing. And I thought it was good because, it goes to the like part of one of the themes in the movie, family and like, reconciliation, trust, all that stuff. So I thought that forgiveness, I thought that the ending kind of brought all that together.
Yeah. No, I agree. It was a cute little ending, but like for what it was, right. But like you said, I did predict most of it. And then when she changed her name, I was like, okay. Because I was like, if it's like written down, right, in like a book or something like that, and I was like, you can't just be like changing letters and stuff. I was like, that's kind of crazy. I'm like, I don't know if Sing gonna let you do that, but okay.
I mean, yeah, I guess he happy as long as he got the souls.
All right. So. I was like, let's go with it though. And then like she pops up in the back, and that was pretty hilarious. But we get the whole like out, we get the whole, I guess, view of the building, which is like, I don't know, 7 or 8 different floors, and every floor is different, catering to the sins or the loves of everybody. Yeah, it's crazy. And so and then the top we see blow up, and then the skyscrapers of New York City. Yeah, so it was poetic, the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was an interesting movie. Let's rate this. I'm curious to see what you think. What what you got going on over there? What you think?
Oh, okay, well, so we doing final thoughts now?
Yeah, let's. I want to know what your final thought is and your rating.
Okay, final thoughts. So honestly, so I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very entertaining, because I knew what it was going into it. You know, going into the theater, I knew what to expect. I wasn't expecting some like traditional horror slasher film, anything like that. I knew it was going to be campy. I knew it was going to be over the top. I knew it was going to just be extra. So going into the theater like that, I enjoyed it. Like, I laughed a lot. It was cool. Like I said, there wasn't really any, for me, there wasn't any lag time in the movie. And for the most part, everything that happened made sense to why it did happen. And just like the themes, like I was talking about, like family, trust, obviously we have this issue, right, that we see again,
Right.
with these elite people selling their soul for, money and power and all this stuff, which speaks volumes to us. But the movie overall, I did enjoy. I feel like I want to gauge just whether or not I would watch it again, and I think I would. I think I would. I think I'll watch it again for sure, because I laughed a lot. I thought it was funny. As it pertains to overall, like even looking at like the characters, the character development, the writing, like again, some of it was just too over the top, just a little bit, and like you said, it became a little corny. So I did take away a little bit from that. I'm gonna give it a B plus. I'm gonna give They Will Kill You a B plus.
Okay. I like that. My final thoughts on the film, as well. Loved the aspect of the comedy. That's what really got me. There I don't know about you, but my theater room was pretty empty. I think it was it was me and then like maybe like two other like couples or something like that. But yeah, so I was just laughing, and I was probably the loudest one in there.
The loudest one in there.
Right. So, but I appreciate that. I appreciate the casting too, like, because we don't know too much of them. You know what I mean? Like, obviously Tom and Patricia and Heather, like, we're familiar with them, but like a lot of the other cast, it was nice to see fresh faces. So that part was cool. I did enjoy the action, as you said. I'm a huge fan of Kill Bill, for those you don't know. So that was really fun seeing that come to life. I didn't care for some of the corniness that happened. It was a little over the top at some points, like you said. And the so close release to Ready or Not, I also thought it hurt this movie overall, because they're just so similar, and I don't know who or why they came up with the release date like that, but it is what it is. But I looked at this and I was like, this is like a comic, live action comic. You know what I mean? Like, that's where I kind of got it. So, but my last rating I would give overall for They Will Kill You is a B. I'm gonna go with a B. It was good for what it was. I would watch it again, probably a year. You know, it's one of those things. I had to get like a little time between the two. But yeah, I'll give it a B.
Okay. All right. Yeah, and there were some criticisms out there about the film too, right?
Yes, there was. There was. Which I definitely want to talk about a little bit. So first and foremost, Rotten Tomatoes gave the movie a 78%, which is pretty good, you know. Not gonna lie. Some of the critics went to say that they don't know why another film about elites looking to kill a young woman came out right after each other. So kind of something we brushed over with Ready or Not. Another one said this was a better score they anticipated. It was a knockoff of Ready or Not, and the whole thing just screams been there, done that. Mm-hmm. The budget for this film was 20 million, and they made 5 million their first weekend. So not even, it's like a quarter of their budget. And you have to, breaking even is like your budget, but obviously you want to do more than that, all that stuff. So a little rough. But yeah, that's what people are saying about it, so it's mixed reviews out there. Some people do like the campiness, some people do like the blood and gore and all that stuff aspects of it, the action. So, well, there are a lot of people that don't really care for it, and I think one of the biggest things is, as we mentioned, so close to Ready or Not, and it's been 6 years since the first Ready or Not. I think people were looking more toward that, and then we seen this right after. It was like, okay,
yeah. I feel like it's a good and bad thing, because I feel them making the conscious decision to release Ready or Not, and then They Will Kill You so close together in this time frame, can speak to the climate of America and everything right now. So that could be a reason. And I feel the reason that, like, in addition to what you said, that They Will Kill You is hurting, not only because of the recent release of Ready or Not, but also Scream 7. I feel that, that's still hot in the theaters. And I feel, that's overshadowing a lot of the other movies that may even come out in weeks, until that leaves the theater. I mean, Scream 7 has overpassed 200 million at this point, right? So, yeah, it's not slowing down.
It's interesting because a lot of people, they're talking about the action. People love the action part of it, but it's just like like another one. They Will Kill You has a massive Tarantino fetish. And then there's a failed attempt at satanic supernatural horror pulp. But they go on to say, another one goes on to say, Zazie Beetz brings grace to the gory action routine genre. So, like I said, there's mixed reviews, but a lot of people seem to, if they do like it, it's for the action.
Yeah, and I feel like, and again, we prefaced this when we, last week we watched the trailer and everything. I feel like if people go into these theaters knowing what they are going to watch, they will not have these expectations and be disappointed or think they're going to see something when they're not. Like, immediately from me and you, and I mean, obviously everyone's not like movie buffs like we are. So, they're not gonna, when we watch a trailer, we're like, oh, we see Kill Bill. Oh, we see Ready or Not. Oh, we see this, we see that. You know what I mean? So we obviously knew that they were taking elements from these specific films for a purpose, right? Whether or not they executed it sufficiently, that's for debate. And then on top of that, they maybe not even wanted to. It was supposed to be, campy and like
Right.
goofy and stuff
Exactly.
like that. So yeah, I feel like you just have to look into and consider all that when you're kind of watching these movies and you're giving your critiques.
Right. No, I agree. Definitely agree on that one. So, guys, if you have not seen They Will Kill You, I would say go check it out. It's fun. It's just a fun movie. You
Fun.
know, don't go in there and don't take it too seriously. You know, get ready to
Yeah.
laugh and just enjoy the ride. That's all I say.
Yeah, I mean, literally is entertaining. I feel like from start to finish. And I said the same thing about Ready or Not. Here I Come. That was entertaining from start to finish, in my opinion. Obviously, that was better in many ways for many different reasons. But entertaining. We're there to be entertained, right?
None the least. Right. Yes, indeed. So we got some more entertaining things going on, Will, right? But because we like to go into our creepy comparisons. So we look at our some classic films that are kind of comparable to our new release, and we've pretty much talked about one already a lot, which was Kill Bill, right?
Yep, Kill Bill, 2003. It's coined as a martial arts film, right? But we know it's much. We know it's much more than that. Written and directed by Quentin Tarantino, stars a girl Uma Thurman, a mercenary who swears revenge on a group of assassins. Lucy Liu, Vivica A. Fox, Michael Madsen, and their leader, Bill, obviously, right?
Mm-hmm.
After they try to kill her and her unborn child. So her journey takes place in Tokyo, where she battles the Yakuza. So Kill Bill obviously was inspired by like exploitation films of like the 70s, the late 70s, and martial arts films and everything. And I mean, classic. I mean, all of them are good. The first one, great, right?
Yeah, first one's amazing.
Chef's kiss.
Hands down, right.
Our sister's obsessed with Kill Bill.
Oh yeah, for sure. I used to watch it with her all the
time. So yeah, that is our creepy comparison, our classic for this, because obviously we've already touched on it. A lot of similarities to Kill Bill, the fighting styles, the over the topness, just the encounters with the individuals that she's fighting, the styles. Definitely.
Yeah, I agree. And so yeah, that was a good pick. My pick is Grindhouse, Planet Terror. I mean, same reasons, right? Same exact reasons for the martial arts aspect, even the cinematography, some of the shots, all that stuff. So this was directed by Robert Rodriguez and Quentin Tarantino. Came out in 2007. It's coined as a horror action comedy, and just a studded cast. Rose McGowan, Kurt Russell, Eli Roth, Bruce Willis, Rosario Dawson. The list goes on and on. So, but again, crazy film. Fun. But like, don't take it too seriously. What I mean? Like, I remember this was crazy when she came out with that with the gun on her leg, shooting one.
It was priceless.
It was great. It was great. Yeah, Danny Trejo in there and Nicolas Cage. I mean, it's such a fun movie. And then, so I thought those immediately, and like we said when we watched the trailer, those two films I immediately thought about watching this. I also mentioned a little bit of John Wick. We could put in there. John Wick's not as over the top, but I think a lot of the fight sequences were very John Wick in the film They Will Kill You. So yeah, that's my creepy comparison.
Yeah. And for those of you out there that have not seen Kill Bill or Planet Terror, go check it out.
Yes.
You will not be disappointed. I think Kill Bill, Kill Bill, 85% Rotten Tomatoes. And
Planet Terror, 84%. I just want to mention a little creepy story that I found that kind of ties in with They Will Kill You. So we go back to we go back to 2015, right? So this actually happened in 2010, and then 2015. We don't need to put this face up because I don't want to even put that. It's just, this guy named John Alexander Lawson, right? He was American murderer responsible for the killing of two men. He was born John Alexander Lawson, went on to change his name to Pazuzu La Algarad, which means the surname is the Lord of the Locusts in Arabic. So him and his accomplice, this was in North Carolina. He lived in Clemens, North Carolina. He went on to kill two men who were poor. So again, in the film, they were looking for pretty much poor minorities, people who are on the streets, people wouldn't miss. So he looked for these people, right? He had some people that kind of got away, but two, unfortunately, victims that fell to him. He was arrested after skeletal remains was discovered in his backyard, and he was sacrificing them to Satan for riches and for longevity. And there was actually a television show that came out, a documentary, came out in 2015 called The Devil You Know. So he's out. He is actually dead right now. He was killed in prison, but yeah, it's just interesting. He committed suicide, and it's just it was just interesting because I'm like, there are a lot of different stories out there of this happening, of people like worshiping Satan and doing sacrifices since thousands of years ago, right? But that this is still happening as recent as 10 years ago. And this is not like a family, but I'm sure it happens on a larger scale, right? We talk about Manson family, all that stuff. So a very interesting, creepy story. What do you think about that, Pauly?
Yeah, I mean, definitely creepy. And I mean, unfortunately, I think you touched on this too. He's not the only one. Right. There's tons of this going on. Some that goes unpublished, some that goes unrecognized and stuff like that. Didn't he get caught by his wife or something like that? Didn't his wife turn him in or something?
Yeah, it was. So he actually trusted his wife, his girlfriend. I'm sorry. And she was charged and pled guilty for her role in death because she actually was his accomplice, like I was saying. So, but because of her testimony got him caught too.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah. So and then they demolished his house, and unfit for human occupation. And then he committed suicide in jail. Yeah, so craziness, y'all.
And same.
Right. All right. Let's. We went beyond the scare for real.
It's like on a better note. April's coming up. New month, new beginnings.
Yes.
We're in spring, y'all. So.
Yeah, we got some good movies coming up this year too. I mean, we're excited. Crystal Lake coming on. We got
series.
Yeah, we got Scary Movie coming out as well. Scary Movie 6, and we gotta talk about it. Y'all know we got a special episode for that. So come back and join us. Thank you so much. Oh, it's great. Oh, what you got? Last word for.
Thanks for joining us, y'all, on our scary episode. Come back soon, where we discuss all things scary, right? Let's go.
Yes, indeed. And y'all can find me everywhere at I am Danny Royce.
You guys can find me at Off More Than I One. Take care, guys. We'll see you next time.
We'll see you next scare, so stay creepy.